Good morning. Good morning, gang. Happy Saturday. Thanks for having me. Today's message, feed your faith and your doubts will starve. Feed your faith and your doubts will starve. Hopefully some of you are watching this in the morning and for breakfast we could all feed our faith here together. What I mean by that, I think our mind is one of the most powerful tools that we have as humans. We've all heard stories about astronomical things that have been accomplished by the human race. You know, I think that happens because of somebody's mentality, somebody's mindset. I think one of the biggest fights that we have to fight, the biggest fight you have to fight and the biggest fight you have to win is the battle you versus you. Your opponent, yourself, versus yourself, your mindset. It's natural for us to start having doubts. It's natural for the world to doubt us and tell you what you can't do, what you can't accomplish, and tear you down and knock you down. That's where the battle begins. That's where the battle is won and lost. That's how success begins and ends. It all begins with that conversation that we have in our mind. The more that you feed the beast, the more that you feed that faith, the more that your doubt will starve. Whoever you feed the most, if it's Mr. Faith or if it's Mr. Doubt, whoever you feed the most will grow and the other one's going to starve. So I want you to picture that. When these thoughts come into your mind, when you have a major setback, when you have a setback in life, who are you going to feed? If you start feeding that faith, I want to encourage you to feed your faith. In the midst of battle, feed your faith. When you start feeding your mindset, feeding your faith with positive thoughts, you're going to find that your doubts are going to starve. When your doubts starve and your faith rises, you're going to realize how much control that you really have over your own life. One of the biggest secrets of success that I found out is that successful people in any endeavor just think a little bit differently than anybody else. Everybody has doubts. Everybody has setbacks. When you start to separate the greats, when you start to separate the champions from the chickens, the champions from the chumps, the champions always feed their faith over their doubts. If you feed your faith with me for breakfast, you know what you'll be doing. We'll all be living our very best life. Looking forward to talking to you next Saturday. Feed your faith, gang.